Come on in, come on in. Man, got a good one today. Man, I'm gonna give you guys a minute before we get started. Oh Lord, that's a little bit. What's up? Come on in, family. Come on in. Man, today we're talking about happiness is optional. Happiness is optional. Happiness is optional. Come on in, come on in. What's up with you, Jose? Family, I just want to share something with you guys real quick while we're waiting on that. Man, first and foremost, man, on behalf of my mother-in-law, man, may God bless each and every one of you that come on this live. For those of you that catch this later on the replay on YouTube, man, may God bless you as well. Something that I just started doing maybe a week ago. Haven't said anything about it. I don't know why. Just started making not YouTube, TikTok videos. And what I've done is like take little segments of a video that I'm putting out, and I'll just take like a few minutes of that video, some of the key sections or the key points, and I would make a little quick TikTok video. So if you don't get a chance to watch the video or you want to see what the video's about, man, you can follow me on TikTok. It's my name, ElijahAmmi, with the number 7. ElijahAmmi and the number 7. I think there's like maybe 7, 8 videos up right now. I'm going to get started in this video. Man, happiness is optional. Happiness is optional. Sadness is optional too. You know what I mean? And one day, I was sitting there and I was in like a little funk. I wasn't really happy. I wasn't really sad. You know, it's just like one of those states you just like in between. You know what I mean? You don't know what the hell's going on. You trying to figure stuff out. And it's like, man, I'm not really in a great mood, but I'm really not in a bad mood either. I'm just kind of like, blah. You know what I mean? And so I was sitting there and I was going to make some lemonade. And I grabbed a lemon and God said, pay attention to that. It's like, pay attention to that. I grabbed the lemon, I squeezed it, all the pulp came out, the seeds came out, the juice came out. I was like, okay, what? You know what I mean? I didn't think anything about it. I grabbed another one, cut it, man, put it on the juicer, squeezed it, and again, all the pulp, the seeds and stuff, juice and everything came out. And God said, Elijah, tell the people that's what I do with them sometimes. Tell the people that's what I do to you sometimes. See, sometimes we sit there and we're just going through life, just minding our own fucking business. You know what I mean? And God grabs us out of the bag and says, you know what? Yeah, it's your turn. And he just grabs you, cuts your ass in half, you know what I mean? And puts you on the juicer and just starts squeezing the hell out of you, grinding the hell out of you. And everything inside of you is coming out. And it don't seem to make any sense. Like, damn, what the hell is going on in my life? Man, everything was good. Everything was just like straight. And I was good. I was great. Everything flowing good. Money coming in good. Relationship got options. And man, all this stuff is going on great in my life. Man, and then all of a sudden, it seemed like out of nowhere, everything started going bad. Out of nowhere, everything just got flipped upside down. I'm minding my own fucking business. I'm not beefing with nobody. I'm just doing me. I'm just living my life. And I'm good. And it seemed like somebody just cursed me. It's like somebody just came in and said, nope, you can't be happy today. Nope, Your season of happiness is over. I'm going to flip this bitch over. Now you got to go through this anger. Now you got to go take all these fucking L's. And see, we look at it as, man, I'm just taking L's after L's after L's for y'all. Some of y'all that know those are losses. I'm taking all these losses and I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm taking all these losses and I don't understand. It's like something is just squeezing the fucking life out of me. And I don't get it. I don't get why this is squeezing me so hard. Why I'm under so much pressure. Why every time I turn around, it's something else that I gotta lose. And God showed me. Take a lemon, a tomato, an orange, apple, anything, right? Any type of fruit. And you squeeze it. And God showed me, man, what's on the inside is going to come out. Let me say that again. Whatever's on the inside is going to come out. See, what's inside of that lemon is got to come out when the pressure's put to it, when the squeeze comes to it. When you get put on the grind, whatever's inside that lemon has to come out. And God said to you, some of you today, man, I'm putting you through the grinder. I'm putting you in the blender. I'm putting you in the mixer. I'm squeezing the shit out of you. Why? Because whatever's inside of you gotta come out. See, if I squeeze a lemon, I don't expect apple juice to come out. If I squeeze a lemon, I don't expect tomato juice to come out. Why? Because tomato juice ain't inside of a lemon. Apple juice ain't inside of a lemon. The only thing that could come out of a lemon when you squeeze it is pulp, the seeds, and lemon juice. That's it. That's what's on the inside of the lemon. And see, so many of us, we've gone through life and we don't have no fucking clue what's inside of us. We're completely oblivious to what's going on inside of us. And so God is squeezing. God is adding pressure to us. Some of, man, it could be our family members getting sick, losing loved ones and losing jobs and losing relationships and whatever. We losing stuff and we're sitting there mad and angry and we're pissed the fuck off. And we got that victim mentality. Why me? I'm a good guy. I'm a good woman. I treat people with kindness and love, and I'm patient, and I'm not a hater, and I'm not doing do, and I'm not setting up people over here, and I'm not da-da-da-da. And we got all these things of we play through our head of why this shit ain't fair. I'm not out there in the grimy ass streets. I'm not doing trifling ass shit. Why am I up under so much pressure? Why am I taking all these L's? And God is trying to sit you down today. Happiness is optional. Happiness is optional. But by the same token, so is anger. So is fear. So is hatred. So is animosity and jealousy. So is depression. So is suicidal thoughts. All these things are optional. You get to pick and choose every moment of your life what emotion you're going to manifest, what emotion you're going to put out into the world. That's your choice. Going back to the lemon, being squeezed. So many of us, we go through the pressure and we're up under the pressure and we're being squeezed. And it's like, fuck, everywhere I turn, it's another fucking L. Everywhere I turn, motherfuckers on my helmet. I can't do shit right. I'm always in fucking trouble. I can't never make nobody happy. Everybody's always frustrated and mad at me. Everybody's always complaining. I'm not doing this good enough. I didn't do this and you didn't do this. And I just feel like I'm a fucking failure. I'm a feel like I'm a fucking loser. I can't do shit right. Because I'm up under the pressure and I'm being squeezed. And God is saying, I'm purging you. I'm getting rid of some of that toxic shit. And see, all the only thing that's coming out of the lemon is good stuff. Everything coming out of the lemon is beneficial. The seeds. You gotta have seeds. Why? To plant, to produce more, to get your abundance. That's where your abundance comes from. It's in the seeds. You have to have seeds inside of you. Every one of us, we have seeds inside of us. What are the seeds could be anything. It could be your music. It could be your paintings, your drawings. It could be business ideas. The seeds are whatever talents and gifts and things that God has placed inside of you so that you could give back to the earth, so that you could give back to humanity and sow into others. Man, the juice, the pulp, man, that's beneficial. There are healing benefits to those things. There's nothing in the lemon that's bad for you. But with us, we have negative thoughts. We have options. And what I mean by options, man, we could be positive or we could be negative. It's your perspective. See, somebody going through the grind, somebody going through the squeezing process, although it's uncomfortable, although it's painful, although it's lonely, although it feels like it's fucked up. And nobody understands the pain and the hell you're going through. Nobody understands your fucking struggle at this moment. Because it's just you all by your fucking self. But you have the hand of God squeezing the shit out of you. You have the hand of God turning the fucking blender on. And so you could take on the perspective that God ain't fucking with you. God don't give a fuck about you. Humanity don't give a fuck about you. God has cursed you. God has turned his back on you. You can take on that perspective if you want to. And many of us take on that perspective because of the pain we're up under. The stress we're up under. And so it feels like God ain't fucking with you. It feels like God has a vendetta out for you. It feels like God is beating your fucking ass. It feels like God hates you. It feels like God is putting your ass in hell and he's tormenting you. When the truth is, God has chosen you. He chose you. He grabbed you. You're that one lemon that God grabbed. And he chose to be a benefit to humanity. He chose you to be a blessing to humanity. And the way for you to be a blessing to humanity is, man, he got to cut your ass open. Man, I made a video a while back talking about going up under the knife when God cuts you. And so he has to cut your ass in half. And now he's adding the pressure he's squeezing the shit out of you. Getting all the seeds, all the pulp, all of the juice out of you. Because that's what's going to be a blessing to humanity. You feel like you're dying, but in the process, you're being a blessing to others. You feel like you're dying and you're giving your all and you don't see no benefit from, and God has said, you're going to bless generations to come. You may not see it, but the seeds are being planted. The seeds will be used to produce more fruit. Man, we have to change our perspective. So many of us, we're stuck in that negativity and we're stuck in that negative thought process. Man, why me? And the shit ain't fair. And whoop, 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 and I'm being punished and God hates me and my whole life is fucked up and blah, 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 blah. All that negative shit. Because I'm up under pressure, man, let me just fucking kill myself. Because I'm up under pressure, man, fuck the world, fuck humanity, fuck my family, fuck everybody. Because we're up under so much pressure. And because our perspective is wrong. I'm talking about how happiness is optional. See, but you have to understand whose hands you're in. And see, most of us, we don't realize that we're in the hands of God. We're in the hands of the universe, the Most High Source. And He has a plan. And most of us don't understand that plan. And so it just seems like, man, shit's just fucking chaotic. It's coincidences every fucking where. One day, I was at work one day, and I tell you guys, everything is always working out for us. When you're in the hands of God, everything is always working out for you. When you're in the right perspective. What's up with you, Melanie and mine? Everything is always working out for you. And so I was at work one day and I put my lunch in the fridge, right? And man, all morning, all day, I'm just thinking, man, my wife made this food and I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna tear this shit up. And I'm gonna devour this shit. It's gonna be woo-doo-doo, right? Man, that's all I was thinking about. Man, I got this food and I can't wait to eat this shit. Man, lunchtime came. I just know, man, you guys ever get to the point where it's like you haven't tasted it and you could taste it? You haven't eaten any of the food, but man, your mouth is watering and your mouth is like, man, you could just taste the food. You could taste the seasoning. Man, I'm walking to the fridge to go get my food because I'm about to tear this shit up. You know what I mean? I'm about to go in. I've been hungry all morning, right? I go there and I can't find my food. My shit's gone. So there's two refrigerators right there. So I'm opening up both fridges and I'm looking, and then it ain't there nowhere. And people see me looking for my food. And they're like, man, what's up? You good? And it's like, nah, I'm fucking pissed. Somebody took my fucking food. And so everybody's like nervous because, you know, sometimes I ain't wrapped too tight. You know what I mean? And I go on one. And so they ain't saying shit. So I go talk to the manager like, hey, look, somebody took my food. If I find out who took my food, we're going to have a fucking problem. And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm sorry, you know, all apologetic and shit, right? And so I'm sitting there and it's like, man, she was nervous, right? And so I grabbed my boy. I said, man, walk with me outside, man. He's like, what's going on? I said, walk with me outside, bro. I just need somebody to talk to because I'm about to go left. I'm about to do some stupid ass shit. So we walk outside. And I say something, but I know that it was God. It was the universe, right? Look to your right. Look to my right. And I see this dude sitting there. My food in his thing, in his hand. He's just like the fucking Cookie Monster, just going to fucking work. And I'm like, well, hold on, wait a minute. I just walked my ass out here. I wasn't expecting to see nobody outside. And I turn to my right and I see this motherfucker just going in. And so I walk, my boy's with me, right? And he's standing there. And I walk around. I said, dude, where you get that food from? He was like, oh, my wife made this for me. I said, That's a coincidence. I said, because my wife made that food for me last night. No, 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 no. My wife made this for me last night. And I said, okay. I said, so you're telling me it's a coincidence that my wife and your wife made the exact same fucking thing? He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, okay. And so it's a coincidence that your wife put the same ingredients in the food that my wife put in. He was like, yeah, 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 yeah. It's a coincidence. I said, and it's another coincidence that your wife put it in the same Tupperware that my wife put it in. He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, you a motherfucking lie. I don't believe in coincidences, motherfucker. Ain't no fucking coincidence. It wasn't a coincidence that I walked my ass out here at this fucking time and I saw you devouring my fucking food. Bitch, I ought to slap the shit out your ass. So he stands up and my boy looks at me, right? And you know you get so mad your hands start shaking. Your body start twitching like, oh shit. You know, motherfucker about to react. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm about to slap the bitch out this motherfucker right here, right now. And he walks inside. My boy look at me and I'm heated. And I start breathing. He's like, dang, you good? I said, I'm good. I'm good. And so the guy walks into the cafeteria area and you could tell he's shook. He walks in and they're asking him. I don't know what's going on inside there because I'm not following him. I don't give a fuck about what he's doing right now. Because in my mind, I need to calm the fuck down. In my mind, I need to lower my blood pressure. In my mind, I need to breathe. I need to exhale. Because I'm about to go left on this motherfucker. And having my boy there, I have a lot of respect for my boy, my guy. And that's why I had him go out there with me, because I wanted him to talk to me. I wanted him to just like help me refocus. You know what I mean? Help me just. And so what pissed me off, this wasn't the first time this happened. I brought food in a while back and it was gone. So this is the second time this shit don't happen to me. And so now I'm heated because now it's personal. And so I'm standing there and this young lady comes up and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Elijah. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Da, 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 da. And she had this sandwich, this big ass freaking sandwich. And she gave me half of it, right? And it's like, I'm on one. I'm on one. And she's offering me half of her sandwich and it's already cut in half. And man, she hands it right there to me. This other manager comes over and he's talking to me. And he's like, man, you're good. You're good. You have every reason to be pissed off. You have every reason to respond the way you do. And I'm sitting there, it's like, man, I don't. I know better than this. I'm better than this. And it's like, no, you have every reason to respond like that. I'm just glad you didn't touch him. If you had touched him, then it'd have been a different situation. I'm standing there. He's like, I'm going to take you to get you something to eat. I said, you ain't got to. He's like, no, yeah, there's this place here. I want to take you. I know you haven't been there. I want to take you to get this something to eat. I'm like, all right. And so we're standing there. And this dude comes back. And he's shook. And he brings this Tupperware bowl. And everybody's following him, right? Because they know that he ate my food. They just didn't want to tell me that he ate my food. Because they were scared that I would do something to him. And so they're following him. And I'm cool now, you know what I mean? Everything's always working out for my good. Stay with me. And so he comes in and he has this raggedy ass fucking Tupperware bowl that don't look shit like my Tupperware. He had some fucking nasty ass fucking spaghetti that didn't even have no fucking sauce to it. Just white fucking pasta. Spaghetti pasta, you know what I mean? No fucking sauce, no fucking meat. It didn't even have fucking ketchup. No color to it whatsoever. It didn't even look like the noodles were cooked all the way. And he's trying to offer me his raggedy ass fucking lunch, and that's setting me off. You know what I mean? That's it. It's like, motherfucker, if you don't get your stupid ass away from me with this bullshit, don't nobody want your nasty, raggedy ass fucking food. You ain't got no fucking seasoning in this shit. You ain't got no fucking... Who gonna eat this shit? The fucking birds and dogs and rats and shit ain't gonna eat this shit. You gonna offer this shit to me? And so he's feeling bad. He slid me $10. I said, man, it's not even about the fucking money. It's the fucking principle. And so this guy has a drug problem. Everybody know it, but management won't do shit about it. This guy's eating multiple people's food. And all they do is just look, why'd you eat my food? But they won't say shit to him, really. They won't do shit to him. And so this motherfucking thing, I got the green light. I could just go in there and eat what the fuck I want to eat. We're talking about happiness is optional. Stay with me. And so because he be fucking tweaking and on that bullshit, he come in fucking hungry and with the munchies and all this other shit and just going through people's shit and just taking shit out and eating it. He done fucked up and grabbed my shit and fucked around and let me catch him eating it. So now he's shook. He's shook. And so everybody else is down. You went off on him. It's like, that's what you motherfuckers should have did. Y'all kept enabling his stupid ass. Because you guys didn't press the fucking issue. He felt like he had the green light to keep doing this shit. Because you guys refused to put the fear of God in his ass. You guys refused to check him on his bitch ass and let him, you can't fuck around and take people's shit. In some places, that'll get you fucking killed. Just for the principle of it. And so I'm sitting there and God is like, Elijah, what did you learn? You were heated, but you calmed yourself down. Look at what you got out of this. You have more of that food at home. You can eat that when you get home. You got a half of a big ass fucking sandwich. It's about the size of a whole sandwich. Your manager took you out and got you a $30 meal. And you got $10 out of it. And you put the fear of God in this guy. Well, he won't do it again. Because he's scared of the repercussions. Sometimes that's all some of us need. Is that little bit of fear to give us some fucking act right. Sometimes all some of us need is to go through a situation and get some fucking pressure added to our lives to where we change our fucking thought process. We change our fucking behaviors. We stop wilding out and doing stupid shit. God puts us under pressure. God squeezes us. Why? Because there's some shit that's inside of us that we need to see. There's some shit on the inside of us that needs to come to the fucking surface to let us know where we're at. But don't start tripping over it. Don't lose your peace. And what I mean by that, understand everything is always working out for you. You guys heard me say that, and you hear me say that all the time. Everything is always working out for you. And in this situation, it worked out. Because everything is always working out. I got far more out of that than what I had invested in that. This other person, they got something out of it too. The person that thought they were getting over. The person that was doing me or went and took my fucking shit. They got something out of it too. They got a life lesson out of it too. They got a wake-up call out of it too. What happens so many of us, we sit there and we get mad because God gives us a life of a fucking lemon. What's up with you, Claudina, I'm sorry. Man, we get frustrated because we see our life as being bitter. We see our life as being sour. And God is saying, no. It's not that your life is sour. It's not that your life is bad. That's your perspective. That's your belief system that's fucked up. Because you choose to be negative. You choose to be bitter. You choose to be angry. You choose to be a victim. Man, we have to grow up. We have to understand that everything is always working out for us. But what happens is we go through some stuff and God is squeezing a fucking lemon and all of the stuff is coming. We're taking all these quote unquote L's. And I told my nephews and I told my family, man, I don't never take a fucking L. I don't believe in taking L's. I don't believe in taking losses. Because to me, there's no such thing as me taking a loss. You can't take a loss if everything is always working out for you. If everything is always working out for you, then you benefit from this situation. You gain more than what you give up. If I sacrifice my bishop, my knight, I'm talking about chess pieces now. If I sacrifice these pieces and I get your king, I didn't take no fucking losses. I won. If I sacrifice my queen to get your king, game over. I won. It wasn't a loss. And that's how we have to see life. Most of us, we don't take the time to get connected to God, to understand the blessings and the lessons in the situations we're going through. We don't understand why we're losing all this shit. And we're taking all these losses because we ain't gaining shit. We're taking all these losses because we're not benefiting from the situations we're going through. We're taking all these losses because our perspective is twisted. Our perspective is negative. And we're not connected to God like we think we are. And so we don't see the lessons. And because you don't see the lessons, you can't receive the blessings. And so we're stuck on the losses. We're stuck on everything we had to sacrifice. We're stuck on everything we had to give up. Man, I never thought that I would leave California. Never thought I would leave Cali. And then when I moved to North Carolina to be with my sister to help her out, man, I didn't think I would leave North Carolina. I don't look at those things as losses. You have to change your perspective. You can keep taking losses if you want to. Taking losses is optional. What's up with you, spiritual entrepreneur? Or I think I pronounced that wrong. Spiritualpreneur. You could take losses if you want to. That's your option. You could be focused on what you lose. You could be focused on what you give up. Or you could flip the script. Okay, if God is taking this from me, if I'm giving up this right here, if I'm having to sacrifice this right here, what does God have in store for me? What's coming my way? What am I going to be blessed with for letting this go? Let's talk about a couple of keys to happiness. Some of the keys to happiness. You have to understand where you're at. And what I mean, where's your emotional state right now? Where's your emotional state right here, right now, in every situation? If you're in that blah moment, if you're in that pissed moment, if you're in that angered moment, man, where are you at? Where are you at? Don't get so frustrated and don't be so hard on yourself because you're going through you're pissed. You know what I mean? Don't get so frustrated and don't be so hard on yourself because you're not quote unquote, because we have this false illusion of happiness and spirituality that if you're spiritual, you'll never get angry. If you're spiritual, you'll never get mad. If you're spiritual, you're going to just vibrate high all the fucking time. And that's bullshit, family. That's not reality. Sip of this tea. That's not reality. That's not real. Man, we have to grow up and understand that, man, there's nothing wrong when you get angry, when you get frustrated, or any of those other emotions come to you. Acknowledge them for what they are. And then sit there, man, why did I get pissed off at this situation? We have to learn how to process our emotions. Why did this bother me so much? Why did this set me off? Why did this trigger me so much? Okay. Why do I feel like I'm just blah, you know what I mean? Why do I feel like this? Is it because I'm not moving around enough? Is it because I'm not exercising enough? Is it because I'm eating toxic shit? Too much sugar? And so what happens when you consume white sugar or just sugar, you get this energy, this fake energy, but you get this big ass fucking crash. And so after the energy rush that you get, it's a false energy rush. After you get this boost of quote unquote energy, you get this massive downward dump. They call it sugar crash. You just feel, I'm tired, I'm da-da-da. And so what you do, you go get you some more coffee and put a lot more sugar in the shit. You go get you another Frappuccino or some other shit, some candy, and it peps you up again. And then you get this big ass fucking crash again. Bam. Because you're playing the fucking wrong game. You know what I mean? But why do you feel the way you feel? You have to process your feelings, family. Why did this set me off? Okay. Cool. This set me off for this reason right here. This set me off for this reason right here. Because sometimes God has to show you, man, because every one of us, and I talk about this, made many videos about this before, there's growth and developments. There's stages to our growth and development. Nobody's all there yet. And so it's step by step, by step, by step. Been doing this for a long ass fucking time. I'm nowhere near perfect yet. And so God shows me different things. When I went and left on this dude for taking my lunch, I felt bad for going off on this dude. I felt bad for that. I didn't apologize. I didn't feel that bad. In my mind, it's like, dang, I should have did better. I shouldn't have handled it this way. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. What God showed me was everything always works out for you. Because you responded in this manner, look at what you got. I needed you to respond in this manner. Look at all the things you received immediately right after you responded in this manner. See, so many, we think we're so fucking spiritual. We think we're so fucking woke. You know what I mean? I'm this and that, all this other bullshit. And you're so fucking hard on yourself. You're too hard on yourself. You're expecting yourself to be fucking perfect. And ain't none of us perfect. And so many of us, we don't have happiness because we have this false sense of, I'm not perfect and I gotta be perfect. And because I'm not perfect, I can't be happy. And God has said, man, if you were perfect, I wouldn't need you in the fucking planet. If you were perfect, I wouldn't need you here. You're here to grow. You're here to heal. You're here to help others grow. Keys to happiness. You got to understand where you're at. Accept where your emotional state is at. You could change it anytime you want to. But the first step, I have to be honest with myself and acknowledge the fact, man, I am where I am. It is what it is. And so many of us, we lose it on that one thing right there. Because we don't want it to be this right here. And so we're fighting against it instead of just accepting the fact that it is what it is. I am where I am. I can't rush my growth and development. And so many of us, we fake the fucking funk, trying to act so fucking spiritual, trying to act so fucking enlightened, trying to act so fucking woke. Nothing bothers me. Bullshit, motherfucker. You ain't keeping the shit real. We have to grow up. You don't get shit in life by faking the fucking funk. You can't grow spiritually by faking the funk. That's not going to help you in your growth and development at all. And so, man, understand where you're at. Next things, you have to sit there and immediately afterwards, after you accept where you're at, you got to switch to gratitude. And that's hard. That's hard as hell. When you're pissed, man, let me calm the fuck down. What can I be thankful for? What can I be grateful for? See what happens when you switch to a mindset of gratitude. That takes you from being pissed. That takes you from that low frequency. That takes you from that low vibration. And immediately reconnects you back to God. Immediately reconnects you back to universe, the Most High. Gratitude. Gratitude is the key. I made videos in the past talking about, man, you got to have your gratitude journal. You have to start a gratitude journal. You have to learn how to flip the fucking script, the light switch. You flip the light switch from low vibration, toxic shit to high vibration stuff by gratitude. Gratitude is the key. It's the vehicle that takes you from vibing on a low frequency to a high frequency. Gratitude takes you from that toxic bullshit back to love, back to peace, back to happiness, back to joy. Gratitude. Gratitude is the answer to go from depression to peace of mind. Gratitude is right there in the middle. Say, come on. But gratitude is an option. And most of us don't want to be fucking grateful. Most of us don't want to fucking calm down. What the fuck I gotta be grateful for? This motherfucker just left me. And this motherfucker just did da da da. And this motherfucker just did da da da. What the fuck fuck do I got to be grateful for? My life is fucking miserable. I'm lonely. I'm depressed. Man, I ain't got no fucking job. What's up with you, Remy? I ain't got no fucking money coming in. My family don't fuck with me. What the fuck do I got to be grateful for? What do we do? We got all this bullshit going through our mind. All this bullshit going through our head. Everybody getting blessed but me. Everybody happy but me. Everybody got a man but me. Everybody got a woman but me. Everybody got money but me. Everybody got a car but me. What the fuck do I got to be happy for? What the fuck do I got to be grateful for? And God to show me. Be grateful for the little things. If you can't be grateful for the little things, how the fuck can you expect the bigger things? I'm gonna say that again. If you can't be grateful for the quote unquote insignificant things, if you can't be grateful for the quote unquote little things, how can you be grateful? Or how can you expect to receive the bigger blessings? I used to work at the prison as a counselor. And I was talking to the director one day. And he was frustrated because people were just like on one, right? All the employee staff, they was just like wilding out, just tripping and shit, right? And just, man, bless you, Andrew. Thank you for that donation. And the people were just so frustrated with life and just, you know what I mean? They just on one. They hated the job and blah, blah, blah. And so the director was like frustrated because he was doing all that he could to make life better for us, doing all he could to make life good, you know, for the workers, right? For his counselors. And I told him, I said, man, I said, you know what? You have to understand that everybody ain't here for the same reason. Stay with me. We're talking about happiness is optional. Everybody ain't here for the same reason. Everybody in your life ain't there for the same reason. Everybody on your job ain't there for the same reason. And what I was telling, everybody on this job ain't here for the same reason. Some people, they're here because this is their only outlet in life. Some people come to work because this is their only fucking escape from their miserable, toxic ass life at home. Some people come to work just because they want to get away from their fucking raggedy, ratchet ass girlfriend or wife or husband or trifling ass fucking kids. And so their escape is going to work. Their peace, their happiness has been around their other workers. And so, man, that's why they don't give a fuck about the money. They don't give a fuck about the people they're there to help. They're just there to be as a fucking social club. Because when they get home, man, they gotta cook. They gotta take care of their kids. They gotta do this. They gotta do this. And so they ain't got time to hang out on the phone and be with their friends and laughing and chopping them because they got an overbearing husband. They got a fucking demanding boyfriend or whatever the case may be. I want my time. It's my time now. Da, 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 da. And so you can't socialize with motherfuckers outside the quote unquote household once you get home. And so some motherfuckers, they go to work just to have some fucking freedom. Just to have some fucking peace, to have different people to laugh and chop it up with, because they can't fuck with their people at home like this. They can't laugh at home like this. They can't joke at home like this. They can't wild out at home like this. And so, man, bless you, Rocky. Thank you for that donation. And so, man, work is their fucking escape. Work is their fucking playground. So that's why you have some people that come to work, man, and they get suited and booted. They want to put on their nice cologne and nice perfume, and they want all the attention from all these other guys and all these other women and all this other bullshit because they're getting attention that they ain't getting at home. So everybody don't come here for the same reason. Now you got some people, man, they just here for the fucking money. They don't give a fuck about anybody's attention. They here because they got to pay rent. They got to buy fucking food. They ain't here to have no fucking friends. They don't give a fuck about the people that we're supposed to be helping. They don't give a fuck about their coworkers. They're here for them and them fucking selves. And then you got some people, man, they come to work. What's up with you, Yamila? Some people, they come to work and they're there because they're passionate about what we do. They're passionate about helping these inmates deal with their trauma and their pain. And the money is really insignificant. They're glad the money's just icing on the cake. They're there for the purpose of helping other people. They're not there looking for friendship with the fucking co-workers. And so I'm telling the director, I said, you can stand there at the gate when you walk in the prison yard. And everybody that works here, you could give them $100 bill every single day. Man, thank you, bless you for being here. Here's an extra $100 today. And everybody would take that $100. And because you got different purposes of why people are there. Just explain, just gave you three reasons. Some people are there for the fucking money. Some people are there for the fucking social club. And some people are there for the passion and the purpose of helping others. And so you got these three different categories. I'm sure there's more, but those are the three that I gave them. And so you're there. And some people take the money and they'll be happy. Man, I can't believe the boss just gave us an extra $100. Man, wow, that's gonna help out a lot. Man, I'm grateful for that. Thank you, boss. You didn't have to do that. Man, bless you. Thank you, boss. And then you got those motherfuckers that are there just for the fucking money. And they're gonna be pissed still. If that motherfucker give us $100, if he could give everybody $100, I don't know why he couldn't give us $300. I bet you he got more than $100. And they're on this stupid low vibrating bullshit. They can't be fucking grateful for shit. They just got an extra $100 on top of their fucking regular check. And they're still pissed. Well, I wonder how much he got. I wonder how much the directors got. I wonder how much the co-director or the vice director got. And all this other stupid shit. Because everybody don't have the same mentality. Happiness is optional. Your happiness is optional. So is all the other negative stuff that you hold on to. That's all optional. Just because it comes to you don't mean you have to stay there. What I mean, you could be sitting there and a thought come to your mind. You can't control the thoughts that come to your mind. You're going to lose your fucking rabbit-ass mind thinking you can control the thoughts that come to your mind. Get rid of that fucking illusion. You cannot control the thoughts that come to your mind. You can't control what you meditate on. You can't control what you think about. And what I mean, just because this thought comes to me, don't mean that I have to dwell on it. I could dismiss it right away if I want to. I could process it and say, man, why did this shit come to me? I'm not doing this stupid shit, and just let it go. Same thing with our emotions. These emotions come to us to teach us something. These emotions come to us to show us where we're at in our growth and development. To show us what we need to be working on at this particular moment. These emotions come to also be a blessing to you. To take you deeper in your spiritual journey. These emotions also come so that you could help others on their journey too. I should share with you how I got angry if somebody ate my food. And calm down. And was blessed, immediately blessed by the fact that somebody went in there and ate my lunch. Everything is always working out for us. Our job is to understand who we are. And see, by understanding your process of your thoughts, your emotions, man, why do I feel like this? That's you learning and understanding who you are. Um, and so that helps us understand who we are. By me sitting there and processing my feelings, my emotions, that gives me a better understanding of where I'm at, of who I am. We have to grow up. We have to understand that in order for me to go to the next level, in order for me to become more spiritual, I got to deal with some shit. And it's going to be uncomfortable. And that God is squeezing the fuck out of my life sometimes. Why? Because we want to be comfortable. That's why so many people want money. Why? They just want to be comfortable. People just want to be comfortable. And so what God is saying, man, I'm going to take you and I'm going to fuck some shit up in your life. I'm going to take you and I'm going to squeeze the shit out of you sometimes. I'm going to cut you open. I was talking earlier about a lemon. When God cuts you open, cuts you wide open, then he starts squeezing the fuck out of you. So many of us think, man, we're being punished. So many of us think, man, we're just getting fucked up. My life fucking sucks. I hate my life. Fuck my life and all this other stupid negative bullshit. Because we don't understand the process. And the process is God chose you, grabbed you, cut your ass open, and put you in the blender, started squeezing you. Why? So that you could be a blessing. So that you could reach your full potential. So that you could sow seeds into other people. So that you could help humanity. Because humanity needs what's inside of you. People need what you have. But you want to be comfortable. And so the lemon, you can't get the benefits of the lemon until you cut it open. Until you peel the rind off of it. And that's what happens with us. Sometimes God cuts us right in half. And then starts squeezing the shit out of us. And then sometimes God, he just grabs us and just start peeling the peel right off, piece by piece. And it's like he's just peeling layers of our life off of us. Because what's on the inside can't come out until pressure has been added. And you got to be hurt in the process. You got to get hurt. Accept it. It is what it is. You can't make lemonade without peeling the lemon peels off, or without cutting it in half and adding pressure to it. You can't get the seeds until you cut it open or pull it apart. You got to go through the process of being hurt. Just because you get hurt don't mean that God is turning his back on you. Just because you get hurt don't mean that God don't give a damn about you. Just because you get hurt don't mean that God ain't fucking with you. It means that God loves you. He's using you. He's trying to show you something. He's trying to use you to bless other people. Happiness is optional. You can look at it as, man, here I am, God. I know this shit hurts. I know it's frustrating. You know what I mean? And it's frustrating because, man, I get good. And then you add pressure. Then life gets good. And you add more pressure. It hurts. You're making me stretch. You're making me get out of my comfort zone. And I really don't like getting out of my comfort zone. But you're pulling me out of my comfort zone. And that hurts. That challenges me. I have two choices. I could go negative, or I could go positive. I could look at it as a loss. I could get depressed. I could get angry. I could get bitter. I could get hateful and all that other toxic shit and stay there. Or I could see it for what it is, what it really is. And what it is God is using you. God is trying to help you grow beyond where you're at. You have to go through the process. Man. I hope and pray that I've said something that's blessed you. And again, for those of you that came on late, man, we just started a TikTok channel, ElijahAmmi with the number 7 right after. And so I'll be going through some of the videos and pulling out segments of them and just putting them on TikTok. So you can follow me there if you'd like to. We'll be back on again tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Man, I have a video that's coming out Monday at midnight. What is it? They hate. What is it? They hate, we love. They hate, we love. It's already recorded. It's already up. It's just waiting for it to be released midnight Monday morning. Man, family, that's a powerful video. Check that out. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, family, for being part of the tribe. Thank you for your donations, your contributions. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Happy healing. Peace.